learn about the models of Vietnam, the Go Easy movement, and also about the inspiration from China. Vietnam was colonized and exploited by the French. Vietnamese became inspired by the neighboring countries. Japan and China were the main powers which influenced the Vietnamese in believing nationalism. Most of the Asian countries were colonized by the European powers during the 19th century. The early nationalists in Vietnam had close relationship with Japan and China. Those were the model countries of Vietnam in their struggle against the French. The French police treated the patriots very badly, and in many such times the people used to escape to Japan and China. For most of the Asian countries, these two countries were the centers for revolutionary movements. During the 20th century, Go Easy movement was started by the Vietnamese students who had their education at Japan. Vietnamese students who got the Japanese education wished to drive the French rule, overthrow the puppet emperor, and to re-establish the Nguyen dynasty that was deposed by the French. In 1907, the Japanese victory over Russia proved the military capabilities of Japan. This victory made the Vietnamese to get the support and help of Japan in overthrowing the French. In Tokyo, the Vietnamese students in Japan established a branch of the Restoration Society. Many Vietnamese students were the members of it. Phan Boi Chau was a prominent member among them. The movement strongly believed that Japan as fellow Asian nation would support its effort against colonialism. Japanese Ministry of Interior was not in favor of the society, and because of which the movement had to be ended soon. The members of the Restoration Society were forced to seek exile to China and Thailand. Students of Vietnam organized the Association for the Restoration of Vietnam, Vietnam Quoin Pho Quoy, based on the Sun Yat-sen's movement. The aim of the association was to put an end to the French imperialism. They also wanted to end the monarchy and establish a democratic republic as the same done in China. You have learned. Vietnam was colonized and exploited by the French. The early nationalists in Vietnam had close relationship with Japan and China and considered them as the model countries of Vietnam in their struggle against the French. The Vietnamese students who had their education in Japan started the Go Easy movement during the first decade of the 20th century. The movement strongly believed that Japan would support its effort against the French colonialism. The revolution of 1911 in China, under the leadership of Sun Yat-sen, proved to be the main source of inspiration of Vietnam. The Vietnamese wanted to put an end to the monarchy and establish a democratic republic as the same done in China.